everyone, and welcome back to my creative ego. So as you can tell, this is going to be my Christmas edition Tuesday morning haul, and of course I'm going to be showing you all of the craft goodies that I found at Tuesday morning. So if I'm going too fast and you need the SKU number, you guys know the drill. Don't forget to go ahead and press that pause button, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you are seeing is a stamp set by My Mind's Eye. So this comes with a total of 18 stamps, and you gotta love that price for only $2.99. And I also love the fact that you can actually mix and match the words in this collection, so you can create things like Merry Christmas, Christmas Joy, Christmas Tradition, Noel, and December 25th. The next item that I picked up were these Renaissance tags from Spellbinders. Again, this is going to be like the dimensions of it, so if you guys need to look at it a little bit longer, don't forget to hit that pause button. So it does come with a total of 6 pieces. These are one of the designs that are really intricate and very, very elegant. This also looks like it'll make really cute labels. So on the left-hand side, that's just cutting out the die with one piece, and then on the right-hand side, if you want, it does provide you with that circular, rather oval and rectangular shape, so you can actually cut out the center if you wanted to as well. And of course, I did use my embossing mat on here. So I was a little bit worried because, you know, the oval part and the rectangular part, that's not really big at all. It's actually pretty tiny. So I was thinking to myself, if I don't use my own handwriting, because you guys know my handwriting's super sloppy, what else could I use? So I did find this stamp set by Illustrated Faith, and I have to say, this matched so perfectly well with this die set. So it does have this saying on here that says, everything beautiful he has made, and it was like the perfect fit. So as you can see, I stamped it out right here. And it was almost like a chain effect because, you know, in addition to having the die set, having the stamp, this embossing folder matched perfectly well with all of this. It was so easy to make this Christmas card. I just used a piece of ephemera. And, you know, sometimes, you know, don't you wish that they made 25 pieces of the same ephemera? Because I would be done with my Christmas cards if that was the case. But, you know, they only have like one piece of each item. This stamp is actually one of my most favorite finds throughout this whole entire Christmas haul. This one says, "Wise men still seek him," and this is $3.99. If you can't find it at Tuesday morning, I did see this at Michael's. I believe it's either on one of those Curio stamps or on one of the wooden block stamps. I didn't bother coloring it in because personally, I really just love the black ink on the white cardstock. I love how simple and beautiful it is. The only thing I did was take another circle die and just went around that. And you guys might be familiar with this next card. I hauled this during my Hobby Lobby haul, which is actually the donut die. It's been a while since I've talked about donuts, so yes. You all know I love my donuts, and thank goodness this store is far away from my home because I would be there every single day. So yeah, looking at this picture, I'm losing my train of thought right now because I really, really want a jelly donut. Okay, yes, I remember now. We are talking about Christmas cards, and on the outside of this Christmas card, it would normally be like frosting on a donut with sprinkles, but instead, I use that part of the die to create a wreath, and then there's an option. I use stickers for the hollies, and then I also use these little circle dots for the berries, which I picked up from one of the other items I hauled, so I will show you that later on in the video. next item is the stamp set by Bo Bunny. And I have to tell you, I don't know, this is one of those stamp sets that looks so very, very familiar because I think I've seen it hauled on so many videos that I didn't really know if I had it or not, but I went ahead and picked it up anyways. So I used this stamp set on some leftover packaging wrap, and then I also stamped it out on a little tag. And of course, you guys are very familiar with this tag because I have been showing this on pretty much all of my haul videos. I actually hauled this one from Hobby Lobby, and this is the Fiskars Tag Punch, and it is just so super simple to use that, again, I use it on almost all of my tags. And as you can see, I made quite a few of these, and I did want to share this with you guys really quickly. So my mom actually just bought this cup holder, and then she realized that she didn't really want it, and she didn't want to return it either. So knowing me and all the times that I have upcycled and repurposed a lot of the items, she gave it to me, and of course I didn't really have much use for it as a cup holder, so I decided to kind of use it as my little organization rack as I crafted for Christmas, because I used it to hold my spools of ribbon as well as some of my gift tags. And as you can see, it's pretty sparse. I was following Paige and Peggy's Christmas tags, and I was cutting out all the pieces every single month, but I didn't get a chance to actually put everything together. So I think that's such a great concept because, you know, things do get really, really busy after Thanksgiving. So I didn't get to assemble all of my tags this year. So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of crafts to continue on with next year. So I made this little tree for my goddaughter. As you can tell, it is not finished at all. But luckily, I have 12 days of Christmas. It's going to be filled with lots of earrings and, you know, really cute stuff from Claire's. There you go. So this tree is just kind of like her stocking stuffer tree. Next up, we have this beautiful stamp by Spellbinders, a really great size on this one as well, and a beautiful winter scene. So I wanted to turn these into gift tags, and that's what I love about Spellbinders stamps, really clear, crisp images when you stamp them out. So I colored this one in, and then I realized this might take a while. I wanted to turn them into shaker tags, but I only created one shaker tag. I didn't color in the background on this one. I actually used a tea bag, and I don't know if that's how you're supposed to use it. I think it turned out okay, and then I realized shaker tags are going to take quite a while to make, so I figured I'm just going to go with this regular tag. I'm going to back it onto some really thick cardstock, and again, I used a little tea bag to color it in. The back of it I stamped with "Joy to the World, the Lord has come," and this actually is also a stamp from Tuesday Morning that I picked up by Pendis. And as I was looking for some other Christmas stamps to use, I realized that I already owned this one. And of course, I found more stamps from Pendis. And so I just kind of stamped out all the images so you guys can get a better picture of what they look like. And then I also want to share with you guys some ideas that you can use. I know that these paper chain dies have been hauled since last year, earlier this year. So you do get 4 different types. You get the gingerbread, and then you also get the little stripes, the stars, and the polka dots. The polka dots I actually used on my wreath on my donut card earlier. As you can see, I used those little dots to put on here. And then on the little strips, you can actually link those together like a chain. You just want to do it the right way. So if you do it this way, as you can see, the little flap sticks out. So you actually want to tuck that underneath. So you can connect all of these together, create a really long chain. You can also use these strips for belly bands. You could also use it to embellish cards. And the little gingerbread people, you can actually use that also for baby showers. So be really cute party favors for like it's a boy or it's a girl. And you can also use this candy box maker, which I also found at Tuesday Morning. This is actually a really easy punch board to use because basically you're cutting out your sheet of paper. The width has to be 7 inches and then the length of paper can be anywhere from 4 to 12 inches. That's all up to you to decide. And basically all you're doing is aligning the paper. You're punching, scoring, punching, scoring, punching, scoring, punching, scoring, and you're basically just going to glue it all together. And then you take your ribbon and you tie it like this. So the directions look really complicated because it's like front and back, but it is really super simple to use. And Christmas Eve is just a few hours away, so I hope you guys have your cookies ready. I did not make these. These are too cute. I love, love, love decorating for Christmas. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's probably why I'm a little behind on my Christmas crafting because I do spend a lot of time decorating. So this is this year's theme for the dining table. And if you can remember the poinsettias or the poinsettias or the flower arrangement in the center might look really, really familiar to you. Because I got all these beautiful flowers in one of the Michael's grab box or grab bags that I picked up earlier in the year. I'll leave that in the description box down below. And yes, as you can see, the chairs even are decorated. I put little bows on the bottom. And the beautiful peppermint chair covers are actually custom made by my mom. Yes, I wanted to come on here, wish you all a very Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. And yes, I have to go and cook now because I want to create a bûche de Noël, which is my first time trying it. So if it turns out as pretty as it is pictured in my head, I'll definitely post a picture of that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And in a couple hours, it'll be Christmas Eve. So Merry, Merry Christmas to all of you as well.